It's the professional MasterChef quarter-final. These 4 skillful chefs triumphed in their heats. Tonight they'll be judged on 2 tough challenges designed to test them even further.
The plan going forward is to really rely on the fundamentals that I feel very strong in, while also pushing myself to produce the best food I possibly can for MasterChef.
It is not a day for mistakes. When you make a mistake here, the mistake can be the end of your competition.
It feels incredible to be a quarter-finalist. I don't want to be playing it safe, and it's just about doing as well as I can in each round.
To be a part of Knockout Week, you have to deliver. You have to be capable enough. So I look forward to making sure that I deliver.
First, they will have to invent their own standout take of a store cupboard favorite.
What can a professional chef do with this age-old dessert?
Before going on to cook for 3 of the country's most renowned restaurant critics.
It's rather lovely.
Only the very best will make it through to Knockout Week.
We've got some fabulous chefs in the competition. It's certainly heating up.
Ramping up the pressure, it's all about seeing who can survive in this kitchen.
Chefs, good to see you. Welcome to your quarter-final. We have got some very exciting tests for you.
This is an invention test. It's where we push you to create and think on your feet.
Underneath the box in front of you is a clue to the dish we'd like you to make. Chefs, lift up the box. Rice pudding. Some of you will be familiar with it. This is eaten and served in many different ways throughout countries across the world. We would like you to make a dish all about rice pudding. We don't want just straightforward rice pudding. We want something spectacular, something different, something daring. We want to see some of your personality in this dish. Behind us is a larder full of fabulous ingredients. Chefs, you've got 10 minutes to come up and choose your ingredients, 70 minutes to cook and serve.
To create their version of this classic dessert, the chefs have a variety of rice types to choose from. From staples like long grain, to fragrant jasmine and creamy pudding rice. Plus, there's an array of sweeteners, as well as fruits, nuts, herbs, and spices.
What can a professional chef do with this age-old dessert? We don't want jam and rice pudding. We want something a little bit different. What type of rice they choose, how they cook it. What are they going to do that's going to be a little point of difference?
It's weird for me to make something with rice. It's a dessert. So I'm just gonna try my best to make something delicious.
I'm not confident in pastry, but I've memorized a few recipes. I've got some raspberries, white chocolate, chili. With some of these flavors in a various form are going to be on the plate.
Rice can be very bland. It's what they have to enhance it that's going to make a difference. I hope our chefs are brave enough to just take that risk and show us something different.
I've got some rhubarb, I've got some mango, cardamom, trying to figure out a nice balance.
I'm thinking maybe something strawberries, trying to keep it chilled, light, really refreshing, lots of nice flavors.
Chefs, you have 70 minutes. Good luck.
Originally from Delhi in India, 28-year-old Dhananjay now lives in Manchester with his wife, where he works as a senior sous chef. He had a rocky start during the skills test.
Stressful to watch.
Yeah.
But excelled with his signature dish using flavors from his homeland.
Love this dish. I could eat all of it and some more.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you very much. Being a part of the quarterfinals, it's exciting, nerve-wracking, but I'd be honest, I've not done a huge amount of pastry, especially the Western confectionery and pastry section. I wouldn't say that's my strong part.
Dhananjay, what are you thinking?
It's sort of a take between my short holidays in Thailand and what my mom used to make for me at home. Traditionally in India, we make this dessert. Usually it's rice cooked with milk, some flavors of cardamom and soft herbs. So it's very fragrant, very comforting. And what I used to love back home was some chopped up fruits in it. So that heaviness gets balanced with the freshness of the fruit, and I just loved it. The rhubarb and mango will form the freshness part of it, but they'll be marinated with the sake and some gochugaru.
What's the ingredients in Thailand that you're using?
So I'm flavoring the rice pudding with some lemongrass at the base.
Definitely sounds better than just a tin of rice pudding. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, chef.
Dhananjay is making a jasmine rice pudding flavored with cardamom, star anise, and lemongrass.
Yeah, nice.
With the coconut milk running through it. He's also taking some mango and rhubarb. The mango, he's putting some chili flakes over it.
I've got some gochugaru. That was the closest reference I could find to the flaked red chili that we use in India. Hot summer day, mango, some chili, some lemon. Oh, that's the vibe I'm going for.
The rhubarb, he's going to marinate in some sake.
I'm liking the flavors, so let's see how the world cuisine works on this one.
We've got some really big, massive flavors here. I want a creamy, beautifully cooked rice pudding, but what's going to make this really different? Is it going to be the chili? Is it going to be the sake? Is it the mango? Or is it everything working together?
Could I get the time, please?
Chefs, you've already had 20 minutes.
Oui, chef.
Yes, chef.
Born in Dublin, 34-year-old Mark now lives in Margate, where he runs his own barbecue pop-up as chef patron. In his heat, Mark impressed the judges with his versatility in both the first round
Smash the skills test. I love it.
and with his own food.
There's a lot of memory in there for me, and I think it's absolutely great.
I'm feeling ready to go. The approach for the dish is going to be to break down what the ingredient is going to be and try and infuse that, bring that ingredient into as many layers of the dish as possible.
How do you feel about being in the quarterfinal, Mark?
Yeah, feeling okay. A little bit of pressure. Just want to make sure that I'm putting my best foot forward here. So trying to rely a lot on basic techniques, really sound flavors that I think will work.
Are you a fan of rice pudding?
Oh yeah, I love rice pudding.
What are you doing?
So I'm going to do rice pudding with a little bit of sugar and some bay leaves in there, and then fold it through with chantilly cream so it's nice and balanced. It's got that little bit of savoury from the bay and then sweet from the chantilly. And some Earl Grey infused strawberries, along with some fresh strawberries and macerated strawberries as well. And then I'm going to do a toasted rice ice cream.
Toasted rice ice cream. Oof, that sounds wonderful. You have enough time to get that done?
Let's hope so.
I hope you got the ice cream machine churning.
Yes.
That's a no.
Mark is using arborio rice, flavoured with bay leaf. That savoury note and that creamy, sweet, sugary rice pudding. I hope he pushes it to the front. Don't put bay leaf into your rice pudding if you're not going to taste it.
Just making my chantilly that I'm going to fold through the rice pudding. Now's the point where it splits into butter.
His rice pudding is serving cold. Once it's cooled down, he's folding some chantilly, so really light and creamy rice pudding is the one we're getting from Mark.
Mark is using rice in a couple of different ways. The only chef in the kitchen that's making an ice cream, and then, of course, the rice pudding itself.
You take the rice and you roast them off in the oven and then drop that into his ice cream base to really infuse the milk.
So nice and chilled, pass it off, then get it into the ice cream machine.
The dangers here, of course, are not getting the ice cream done.
Ice cream's tasting really nice. Not sure if it'll be set in time, but we'll see.
I can forgive the ice cream as long as the main rice pudding part is perfect. You are now halfway through.
Wait.
We love a rice pudding.
Originally from Naples, 37-year-old chef patron Gemma runs her own plant-based street food truck. In her heat, her skills test didn't go to plan.
Dumpling wrappers are quite thick. They are almost chewy and quite hard to eat.
But she pulled it back in the signature round with her rustic Italian dish.
For the invention test, I'm not gonna make extremely simple food because that is not what I usually do. I like to make it special, but I'm not gonna try ingredients that I never seen or never touched in my life just today. I don't think it's wise. Okay.
Gemma, rice pudding. What do you think?
It's not a flavor for me, let's say that.
I get the feeling that you're still working this out.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna work because I want to make a rice pudding tart, and on top I'm gonna put some frangipane, biscotto,
Wow.
lemon gel, lemon zest, and caramelized almond flakes to make it a bit Mediterranean.
Where's the rice?
The rice pudding is in the middle
How are you flavouring the rice pudding?
with the vanilla and lemon zest.
It's great. I like the sound of the tart idea, but there's one thing we all love is lots of rice pudding.
This is about the rice pudding.
I will make sure that that happens.
Good.
Good.
The rice pudding, plant-based, really makes it a little bit harder. So basically, no dairy. Gemma's using oat milk and coconut milk for the liquid in her rice pudding, which is great. And then just to cut through the richness of that, she's also got a lovely little bit of lemon running through. She's also making a frangipane, which is sort of an almond paste that is delicious and soft and just full of flavour.
Hopefully it's good. We'll see.
Gemma's set herself a lot to do. That pastry's got to be well made. The tartlet have got to be evenly formed.
It breaks a bit.
I hope when she goes to get these tartlets out of the oven, they don't break.
But once it's baked, should be fine. Hopefully.
What you're going to get is this beautiful tart case. She's going to put the rice pudding inside there, and then she's going to put the frangipane on top.
All right.
My biggest question mark, is this going to have enough rice pudding for us to feel like we're eating rice pudding?
You have 25 minutes left.
Oui.
Wait.
Before becoming a chef, 38-year-old Chris had a career as a chemist. He changed paths 8 years ago and is now a chef de partie, working at a one Michelin star restaurant in Norfolk. In his heat, Chris impressed with his cod collar skills test.
Overall, you've absolutely nailed it.
But when it came to the signature dish, his sauce let him down.
This red wine and maple syrup, unfortunately, it's not here on the plate.
I think this round's gonna be a bit about just cowboying stuff, to be honest. Like, making stuff happen in a short amount of time.
Chris, invention test, all about the rice pudding. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's something that I've eaten, but straight out of a can, cold. So I've never actually had to use it or do anything with it, and I've never made it.
So what are you doing?
There is gonna be an actual rice pudding, and on top where I'd normally have the jam, I'm making a raspberry mole. It's got raspberries sweating down, a bit of vinegar. I've got some burnt white chocolate and chili. I'm also going to make deep-fried choux pastry in the middle, creme pat that's got matcha in it. And then I'm going to puree some of my rice pudding and get it into the creme pat.
Right.
I don't know if that works.
I heard you say when you were in our store there that you've not really studied desserts at all.
Not until 3 weeks ago, chef, no. The place I'm at now, I've watched the patissier there when he's doing his prep, what he does, and sort of the little techniques that there is.
You know, pastry is very much a lot of chemistry, which is your field.
That's a great summary.
Chris has got a lot going on. He's making a choux pastry. He wants it nice and fluffy and crispy on the outside.
Creme pat with matcha is all about cooking down the flour.
Oh, God.
Too much matcha can be really bitter. Not enough matcha, you will just have a pale green creme pat.
Be good.
Chris is making a mole, a Mexican-style sauce. He's cooking down some raspberries, and he's cooked off some white chocolate, which is going to melt into those lovely raspberries. And just to finish it, he's got chili. Wow, what interesting combinations.
There we go, baby.
But I want all the little touches around the outside of Chris's rice pudding to be as good as the rice pudding itself.
Yeah, so this is the rice pudding that's taking a very long time to cook. It's a hard balance to get between risk and playing it safe. The more risk you take, the more payoff. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, my goodness. But also, the more risk you take, the harder the fall, maybe.
Chef's got 15 minutes left.
Oui.
Then I have to say there's some very exciting things going on in this kitchen.
I've got a slice of rhubarb, a slice of mango. It's like a mix of Indian, British flavors, just getting balanced there.
Come on, come on, come on.
Gemma, you've got to get these tarts filled.
Yes. Oh, dear. I don't have much time left, do I?
They're the best I've ever made. Also the worst.
Mark, we okay?
Still waiting for the ice cream to set.
And how far is your ice cream off?
Maybe 5 minutes.
You've only got 5 minutes, by the way.
Lucky day. The luck of the Irish continues.
5 minutes. Gemma, are you going to be OK?
Yes.
Quick, quick, quick.
My rice pudding is a bit al dente, like risotto.
I feel like the taste and flavors fall well, and I'm looking forward to see what the judges tell me about it.
Right, how's it looking?
That's ready. Yeah, it's looking OK.
Could I get the time, please?
Got 30 seconds left.
Oui.
Finishing touches on your plates, please, guys. That's it. Stop cooking. Step back. Gemma, we're done. Mark, please come up and join us.
Chef Patron Mark has made a bay leaf and chantilly-infused arborio rice pudding, topped with Earl Grey and orange liqueur strawberries, hazelnuts and fresh basil, served alongside a toasted rice ice cream.
Mark, I really like the rice pudding with the strawberries and the hazelnuts. It's reminiscent of having a jam in the middle, but the amount of chantilly cream, the rice pudding, I almost need to keep spooning it in so I can find a few grains of rice. I like the take of your rice ice cream, but it is very rich, very creamy, and the rice is a little bit lost in it.
The bay leaf in the rice pudding seems to have slightly disappeared, and I think the cream is just sort of taking over. I have to say, when you eat it as a whole, it becomes a strawberry dish that's got cream with it, that's got speckles of rice running through it. I actually find it quite underwhelming.
I think I did as much as I could in the time. I was very happy with all the techniques I tried to bring to the table, but unfortunately, didn't go my way, which is very disappointing.
Senior sous chef Dhananjay
Hello, chefs.
has made a coconut milk rice pudding using jasmine rice cooked in star anise and cardamom, flavored with lemongrass, served with rhubarb marinated in sake, a Japanese rice wine, mango, shaved coconut, and a coconut and sesame brown sugar crumb.
The way it's served, it's so pretty, brilliant, colourful presentation. Your rice pudding underneath, the texture is just right. It's creamy. There is a hint of cardamom, very light in there. However, I think you could have been a bit braver. The rhubarb there, you think you put a sake through it, so it's mellowed out the sharpness. I'm enjoying it. I really like it.
Thank you, chef.
The rice pudding is nicely cooked. I like the texture. It's creamy. It's got the right amount of sugar. I would love to see more of the rice pudding, if I'm honest with you. And because there's a lot of coconut, it sort of dries the palate out a little bit, but it does bring texture. There's a lot of fruit on top of it. The sharpness of the mango. I'm enjoying that little bit of chili that you've got on top and the rhubarb. I like what you're doing. I like your thinking. I just think this could have been more rice pudding with the same garnish on top of it and just a little hint of spice extra.
Thank you. I'm happy with the feedback that I've got on my invention test,
I want to try as well.
We've got to start making 4 dishes.
but definitely going into the next round, the pressure increases. And right now, we're inside a cooker. Whistle is just going whoosh.
Chef de Partie Chris has made a rice pudding served with the raspberry, burnt white chocolate and chili mole, topped with fresh raspberries. Served alongside is a deep-fried choux pastry filled with matcha creme pâtissière and a rice pudding puree.
The choux pastry is fantastic, beautifully deep fried. The matcha tea flavour is great, the creme pâtissière is great, but it's not a rice pudding dish. So I'm almost sort of going to put that to one side. The rice pudding is stodgy, it's not soft enough, it's not runny enough, it's not creamy enough. Your raspberries are raspberries, they're just fresh on the side. When it comes to bringing this dish together, You've got it completely wrong.
The mole with the raspberry, white chocolate, and a bit of chili, it's very sharp. It's a lot with the amount of the rice pudding that I have here. Chris, just try and remember to rein it back a bit. If we're going to do so much, make sure we can deliver every part of it.
Really constructive feedback, so a lot more for me to take away and process and come back better next time.
Chef Patron Gemma has made a plant-based rice pudding tart, served in short crust pastry, layered with candied lemon zest, a frangipane biscotto, and caramelized almond flakes, served with a lemon gel.
Love how this looks. I've never had a rice pudding served like this. I hope it's as good as it looks.
Me too.
You've got a beautiful pastry case. Light, melt in the mouth, fabulous. Rice is just there. You've just got it. The almond biscotti style frangipane on top, love that idea. I love the fact it's a frangipane, but you've sort of cooked it into like a dry biscuit. And then a little candied peel that's sitting on top, and the lemon gel that just cuts through the richness of the dish. It's really good. It's fun, it's exciting, it's full of your personality. Well done. Invention is about inventing something. You've done just that.
Your rice pudding is beautifully formed, and then you've got this super sharp candied lemon peel on the top. And it's almost like, I mean, that would put hair on your chest, but it just cuts through all the sweetness that's in this tart. We ask you to be inventive. We ask you to push the boundaries. Don't just give us a bowl of rice pudding. Do something that we haven't tried before yet. At the heart of it was the rice pudding. I am enjoying it. You've invented something new. I want to shake your hand. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Unbelievable.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Congratulations.
I'm feeling amazing. I didn't expect that feedback. Obviously, I did not even expect to find rice pudding inside a box, like, what is it? But yeah, I'm feeling over the moon.
Wow, what a day. Invention test of rice pudding, varying degrees of success. Some tasty ones and then some with issues.
Boy, that was one tough one, yeah? I really didn't expect there to be a can of rice pudding.
We've got some fabulous chefs, very different personalities, very different styles.
Will make for a very interesting next round. This is the critics round. You chefs are cooking for 3 critics that will not miss a trick on your plates of food today. Rayner, Jimi Famurewa, and William Sitwell.
It's an opportunity to be recognised, to be noticed, to be remembered. Make this count. 3 of you will be going through to knockout week. 1 of you is going to be leaving the competition. 1 hour and 15 minutes, 2 courses, off you go.
I am really excited to put forward my version of food to the critics. It's not just about eating or seeing a plate. It's about an experience that you're providing to the person in front of you.
How do you feel about cooking for critics?
Nervous. It's just going to be a new experience, a new interaction, so I don't know what to expect.
Tell us, what are you cooking?
For the starters, lemon and chili butter poached prawns that go with macerated peaches and pears, along with a green goddess dressing that has got sake in it. The prawn dish definitely takes inspiration from my treks in the southern Himalayas. I was 14 and loved going there. I did a lot of solo trips. So it's taking inspiration from there and the fruits of that belt of Himalayas, that's peaches and pears.
At the age of 14, you were trekking on your own.
Yes, chef.
That's one adventurous spirit you got there.
Dan and Jay's starter is different. There's fruit running through it. We've got prawns that are going to be cooked through in a butter. Don't overcook them. Don't cook them too quickly.
Come on.
We have poached peach and pears, a bit of sharpness and a bit of sweetness to go with it, as well as a hint of spice from the use of star anise and pink peppercorns.
It's going to be a dish of balance. There's a lot of fruity notes. There's a lot of big notes. This sake herb dressing. The sake is quite a harsh flavour. I hope the prawns shines through.
The main course is going to be a ballotine of chicken leg that's stuffed with apricots, pistachio, and mint, and that's going to be wrapped with ribbons of chives, along with a creamy makhani tomato gravy topped with olive and capers tapenade.
You've got a lot of different components with your two dishes. Are you going to get all this done?
Oui, chef. This dish is taking inspiration from a restaurant that me and my family loved all through childhood. And it's that memory that I'm trying to recreate for the judges.
There's chicken thigh. He's boned them out, and he's going to be stuffing them. Apricots, pistachio. We've also got crispy olives and caper tapenade.
Dan and Jay's chicken dish has been finished with a makhani sauce, which is like the mother base sauce to butter chicken. It's got spices, tomatoes, and cream.
My question is the necessity for so much.
I have cooked for critics before. I was in a competition. In the first round, the comments were all positive, and then I had to cook again, and that didn't go so well. To get the chance to cook for critics again is just amazing.
Gemma, you live in Edinburgh. Where are we going in the world for your dish?
With my dish, we're going mostly Scotland and some inspiration from Spain.
Why have you gone to Spain?
When I moved to Edinburgh, I had many friends that they were Spanish, and they present me with salmorejo, which is a typical Spanish dish. It's a cold soup made with tomatoes. So today, I'm making it a bit different. I decided to bring a vegetable that thrives in Scotland, which is carrots.
Gemma is cooking a salmorejo soup, but this time with carrots. I hope the carrots are blended so it's wonderful and smooth. The soup is being served with a parsnip fondant. It should be like butter. It should cut through very easily. It will be warm and the soup will be cold. Ooh. So you've got the difference of temperatures here. Ooh. There's also coriander, pumpkin seed pesto. Oh, no. Crispy carrot skins and a cumin seed oil.
We've got sweet ingredients here because when you're bringing carrots and parsnips to the forefront, they bring out a natural flavour. This is all going to be about the level of sweetness.
For my main course, keep it Scottish. We have haggis, nips, and tatties. So I'm making a plant-based haggis. I've been working on my recipe on the haggis for a couple of years now, and I think I write just the right point where I feel that is right.
Have you tried haggis before?
I have tried haggis before,
Okay.
And this is very, very different. I hope that you have tried haggis before, and you can tell me what you think about my little haggis cake.
Haggis, nips and tatties, a dish in Scotland that feels like it's been there forever. Gemma is turning that into a plant-based dish. Haggis itself, portobello mushroom is going to be the base. It needs to be seasoned well for it to be big and bold. I always think of haggis as being full of flavour.
Instead of crispy potatoes, we have potato cake.
So the potato cake is what you call a tatty scone. We've got pickled Swedes, and we've also got a whiskey sauce. So she's really ticking all the notes of Scotland.
Ooh, spicy.
I'm excited by this. I've never had a plant-based haggis, and it sounds delicious.
Ooh.
I'm feeling really pumped for this, and I need to be, because I've got my work cut out. So I'm approaching today solely focused on the 75 minutes I've got in front of me. There's not a minute after that I'm thinking about.
Chris, how are you feeling?
This is the cook of my life, so I've pushed this as far as I can. Timings, flavours. If it's not good enough, then I'm going home.
What are you doing?
So first dish, scallop, cooked classically with an XO, butter-roasted cabbage and an oyster beurre blanc.
Scallop needs to be beautifully clean, taken off the skirt. But you need to be very careful that when it comes to the cooking, they're perfectly done. Got a butter-roasted cabbage. I like the sound of the XO sauce.
So an XO sauce comes from Asia. It's got shallots, ginger, chilies, dried shrimps.
So it's going to have those strong, salty flavours. However, too strong will take over this delicate scallop.
oyster beurre blanc. Just be very careful it doesn't split it.
For my main course, I've got a fillet of beef with a burger sauce with shallots and gherkins, smoked grilled lettuce, and black garlic emulsion with pommes allumettes.
Why these two dishes?
The first dish is based off one which was one of the first that I ever served that I could call my own. So it's very special to me. These two dishes are ones that I love.
It means a lot to you.
Yeah.
You can see that. So I hope you manage to deliver.
Yeah, I've got 5 of the best palates in the country about to taste my food.
Good luck.
Thank you, chefs.
Chris's main course is a take on steak and chips.
Beef cooking, beautifully seared on the outside and rested well before he cuts into it. Serving it with pommes allumettes, really fine, crispy, match-sized fancy chips.
We've got a lovely cooked lettuce, and he's also got some butter, which he's put into some smoked hay to get that lovely smoky flavour running through the butter.
Getting this going for my smoked butter. Oh, my word.
And a burger sauce. We've got garlic, we've got tomatoes running through it.
Oh, come on, be my friend.
2 relatively straightforward dishes here. I hope it's enough to wow our critics.
I definitely think it's going to be extremely high-intensity day. The time limit is going to be really restrictive. But you didn't come to MasterChef for an easy time in the kitchen. Giving myself a lot to do today. For our main, we're serving up a John Dory chop with some lemon Jersey Royals, pickled mussels, with sauce charcuterie, traditional French bacon and pork stock sauce, and to kind of hit those surf and turf notes.
Like the sound of that.
A John Dory chop. What is that?
It's a way of butchering the John Dory and leaving the sternum bone intact. So while you're eating fish, your mind is thinking more steakhouse.
What's your second course?
Rosemary and rhubarb baked Alaska.
Well, there's a massive influence in your menu today that's American-based.
I love American barbecue. I love American steakhouses serving up like big cuts of meat in really, really exciting ways. And something I want to show off today, a little bit of a steakhouse lunch.
Mark's first course is to take on a surf and turf. Generally, what you see with the John Dory is the whole fish. But he's taken a segment of it. It's about good butchery.
The charcuterie sauce, we've got capers, bacon, and gherkins. Want that to wrap around this piece of fish.
Surf and turf, the sauce that he's putting with the dish, you're gonna have to pack a punch of meat flavour. Baked Alaska, it's set ice cream, but in this case, a white chocolate parfait.
This parfait has to be set frozen before he starts piping the meringue on.
An Italian meringue, he's just gonna put a blowtorch over the top just to give you the effect that it's been in the oven. Frozen rhubarb in the centre, and rhubarb cooked down on top. So you've got 2 textures. It's a very, very sweet dessert. My question mark would be the balance of sugar.
When I come to MasterChef The Professionals, what I'm hoping is to meet the stars of tomorrow. It's very simple.
You've got chefs who want to be great chefs, who have to tread a very careful line between being experimental and brave. But don't try and dazzle us with your prowess and your technique, because sometimes that actually overshadows the dish that you actually present.
Year on year, the level gets higher and higher. The chefs need to just stay calm and give us something that simply we can't stop eating. Dan and Jay's first dish is chili lime butter prawns, poached pear and peach, tamarind chutney, sake herb dressing, split with a chili lime and butter emulsion.
You're due up now.
Oui, chef.
You're just peeling your prawns. I don't see any plates being dressed. Well, you're gonna have to get a move on.
Yes, chef.
You know, because one thing the critics don't like
Waiting.
is waiting.
Oui, chef.
It promises to deliver on flavour, but the prawn can't be rubbery and overcooked.
I'd get a move on if I was you.
Yes, chef.
Poached peach and pear. You've got your sweetness, and then the sake popping up as another sweet element.
You are now 5 minutes over.
Oui, chef.
But I worry that the hero of the dish, fruity, bulbous prawns, is going to get a little bit lost. But then it may be that he's done this 1,000 times, this is just a dish we've never heard of, and it's a slam dunk success.
You're already 6 minutes over.
Yes.
Yeah, deep breath.
Move.
Go, go, go. Let's hope it's food worth waiting for.
Hello.
Hello.
Wow, thank you very much.
So my dish is lemon chili Argentinian prawns, served along with macerated peaches and pears in pink peppercorn and star anise, with a little tangy, spicy tamarind chutney And you can split lemon chili butter with the green goddess dressing that has a hit of sake in it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a very refined, fine dining plate of food. It's a very beautiful thing to look at.
Those prawns, they're beautifully cooked, beautifully seasoned, and I would have really killed for just a huge bowl of those.
I quite liked his fruit, but the problem comes from the sake sauce, which is so harsh, so acidic. I mean, it literally gets you at the back of the throat. Without the sake sauce, the rest of it is very nice. You know, he cooks well. He's got a refined touch.
It's fresh, it's very distinctive. There's some good technique here.
The prawns, they're not chewy, they're just soft and delicious and sweet. Tamarind chutney, the pear, the peach, I thought it'd be too much fruit. There's enough flavour coming from the butter and the herbs. It's a lovely balanced dish.
There's a lot of strong seasonings on here from the lime chili that's wrapped around those prawns, but the sweetness of the fruit is balancing the sharpness. It's a very clever dish.
Come on.
Dan & Jay's main is apricot, pistachio and mint stuffed chicken thighs.
I'll be curious who's left the skin on. After that, it's making sure they're properly boned out and cooked in a way that makes them sort of toothsome.
Dan and Jay, you've still got 2 minutes to go, which is great, and you've started plating.
Yes, chef.
Are you happy with the cooking of the chicken? About to find out.
Yes, chef.
Haha.
Chef, could I please know the time?
You've got about a minute.
Oui, 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 oui.
You don't want to be late on your second dish as well.
Yes, chef.
Crispy olive and caper tapenade, and then the makhani sauce.
Let's go.
I do hope the makhani sauce has a butteriness and a creaminess and a heft.
You're 3 minutes over. Come on, come on, come on.
Right. Off you go. Good luck.
Today we have chicken thigh ballotine stuffed with apricots, pistachios and mint, salsa verde, with a makhani gravy, which is a creamy tomato-based gravy, along with a tapenade of olives and capers. Please enjoy. Thank you. My pleasure.
There's parts of this dish that I really enjoy. The salsa verde has real punch and chili in it. The tapenade is kind of there.
There's power in the makhani sauce, there's heat in that. He's able to produce a very vibrant, colourful plate of food. He's very clearly a really, really good cook.
There are lots of really lovely flavours in here, particularly the apricot, the sweet nuttiness coming through. But a central thing, which is that piece of chicken, just looked a bit pale and unattractive.
Could do with just a little more searing, because some of the skin is chewy and fatty in parts. I hope theirs is better cooked than ours.
I love the heat of that sauce. It's absolutely fabulous. I like the capers that he deep fried on top and the olives. But again, he was running out of time. You know, the two fabulous dishes, but both of them were late.
So I am pretty famished at this moment. That was excruciatingly difficult to pull off. Definitely like the same kind of intensity of a Saturday night service. Ay, ay, ay.
For her starter, Gemma is giving us a roasted carrot salmorejo, parsnip fondant, coriander and pumpkin seed pesto, crispy carrot skins, cumin seed oil.
I always respect chefs that cook something plant-based. One of the key things with cold soups is the seasoning has got to be really robust. That's almost where the heat comes from.
Gemma, we've got 2 minutes left to go.
It's going fine.
Yeah?
You should hear my heartbeat.
Pounding.
Yes, like... Now I'm putting my little fondant.
I love a roasted parsnip. Never seen it presented as a fondant. How you do that without stewing it for hours. But we remain to be proved wrong and have our eyes widened.
That's it.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Look them in the eye.
Yes, always.
Thank you.
This is roasted carrot salmorejo with coriander and pumpkin seed pesto, parsnip fondant, crispy carrot skin, and cumin oil. Enjoy your food. Buon appetito.
Well, I think this just looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the deep caramelization she's got on those crisp carrots, and I'm glad she's put it all together in a plate that looks really enticing.
The salmorejo, which is meant to be a roasted carrot soup, is more of a puree, but there's lots of grace notes here. You've got cumin seed and the pesto. You've got pumpkin oil around the side, which just emphasizes the color. The skill of this kind of plant-based cooking is to make every single element taste as much of itself as it possibly can. And I think she's done it. I like this very, very much.
There's so much flavour there, so much cleverness. The crispness of those carrot strips. Yes, parsnip fondant is probably not what I would use as a descriptor for those nice little cubes of roasted parsnip, but they're delicious. I think it's a really subtle, beautifully detailed plate.
I never came across salmorejo before, which I realise is an error because I think this is a beautiful thing. I mean, really, it's a puree of carrot, which is how she's able to put all these things on top. But the autumnal colours completely deliver on that flavour. This is a new kind of soup, and that makes me very happy.
I like the sweetness, I like the touch of sourness, I like the cumin, I like the herbs and the pesto, I love the parsnips. It's great, I have to say.
I'm enjoying it.
Gemma's main is haggis, neeps and tatties.
Everything okay for the main course?
The haggis right there.
All right, you look like you're in control. Keep it going.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you, chef.
Your neeps.
Yes.
Now, I have had very good vegetarian haggis. As long as it's seasoned, as long as it has the texture that you get from a conventional haggis.
The haggis is very strong in spices.
And then a whiskey sauce. That's going to take a delicate hand. I'm not here to get drunk.
Then I put the onions. Should look like a flower.
A haggis flour. Happy?
I'm happy.
Off you go, Gemma.
Thank you.
Could this be a new, glorious way of celebrating Burns Night? Who knows?
Here you have portobello haggis, nip puree with mashed potato, pickled nips, sweet and sour onion, and tati scone with oat and whiskey sauce.
Wow.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Thank you, Gemma.
I was a bit suspicious of the portobello mushroom haggis to kick off with, but no, it does taste as I remember haggis to taste. She's very good at a puree. We know that about Gemma. A puree, smooth and silky. The mashed potato is lovely. I love the tati scones. It's not a light dish, but it's rather lovely.
The texture of the haggis itself doesn't quite have that rubberiness that you get from haggis. It's more like a stuffing. But what she has absolutely nailed is the seasoning. It has that peppery spice that haggis has. And then the neeps and tatties are clever, you know, with the pickling. And I love her little tatty cakes, scones. It's not as good as the real thing, but it's pretty close.
The whiskey sauce, I'm kind of knocked over by this. I really, really enjoy it. It's bold, it's unexpected, and it's really, really impressive.
The plant-based haggis here with the mushrooms and the oats running through it is absolutely beautiful. I'm very impressed.
The whiskey sauce, it works. And the fun tati scones, I can finish this whole plate. It's really tasty, it's delicious.
I think that from outside, I look more calm than what I am inside. Because inside I was rushing. And, you know, my heart beats so fast.
Just under 10 minutes, all right?
Yes, chef.
Chris's starter is scallop, butter roasted cabbage, XO sauce, and an oyster beurre blanc. This sounds simple, but a scallop we want to be buttery and perfectly cooked. And then the XO really wakes up the taste buds.
And the XO's on the bottom.
Yes, chef.
What's left to be done?
The scallops are roasting off. Once they've developed a nice colour, flip them.
You're almost there.
Yes, chef. 30 seconds, chef.
So just beurre blanc with the oyster.
Sauce and that's it.
A beurre blanc with a scallop and some butter roasted cabbage. Very straightforward combination. Because it's so straightforward, there's not really anywhere for him to hide.
Right, Chris, your time's up.
What I have for you today is butter roasted scallop with an XO sauce, cabbage, and an oyster beurre blanc.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
He's cooked the scallop really well. I'm not getting powerful heat from the XO, but I think that's fine because there's a sort of subtlety to it. It respects the key ingredient, which is that scallop.
Well, I hesitate to disagree with you, William. When I read it on the menu, I thought, scallop, that's doing the heavy lifting for you. I don't think it's very well seasoned, and mine is a little overcooked. I'm looking at this beurre blanc and thinking, is that split? It needs to be just that little bit thicker, that little bit sharper, and if you call it an oyster beurre blanc, it better have a flavour of oyster, and it doesn't quite.
The cabbage, we see it so often, a big wedge that's been grilled, and what Chris did really brilliantly was to break it down and get those almost petalled leaves and singe them, and they were full of flavour.
The scallop just cooked. Love the cooking of the cabbage, but the XO sauce needs a bit more seasoning. It's not giving me the big punch I was hoping for.
He's not overcomplicated it. However, there's things that work together. How was that?
Great. Yeah.
Well, one down, one more to go.
Chris is doing steak and chips. Beef fillet, pomme allumette, romaine lettuce, black garlic puree, burger sauce. Conventional, normal, not crazy.
Beef fillet is expensive, but it certainly should be rare. It needs to not be overcooked, and it needs to be rested.
You got 5 minutes left, OK?
Come on.
Pomme allumette, matchstick potatoes.
Come on.
Want those to be crisp.
You happy with those, Chris?
Maybe needed a touch more resting time.
I'm really interested in the burger sauce. Some gherkin through it. I'm interested to see if he really goes for it with that.
Off you go.
Thank you, chef. For your main, I've cooked you a fillet of beef with a burger sauce that has tomato ponzu with shallots and gherkins running through. On the side, romaine lettuce charred with an anchovy butter, pommes allumettes, and a black garlic emulsion.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was the thing I feared. Either it was going to be steak and chips, in which case, why bother? And it kind of is. Or it was going to be an innovative take on steak and chips. The innovative take is there aren't going to be any chips.
Beef's beautifully cooked, nicely seasoned, a bit of smoky salt on the top there. The lettuce, nice idea of the parmesan over the top. It's a well-cooked plate of food. It just misses the wow factor for me.
It's a dish that shows a chef that can deliver. However, is it enough to impress our critics?
It was everything I was expecting, quite a lot less. He's seared some beef, but he's not made very good chips. Pomme allumette, because they're matchstick thin, are meant to be in heaps. They should be unending. But I don't understand why he's decided to do this for this stage of this competition.
I don't know why he'd promise us burger sauce and give us a kind of creamy gherkin and shallot. Nothing, really. The black garlic puree, it has that punch. I can see what he's doing with that grilled romaine lettuce. It's meant to be a little nod to a Caesar. It's kind of in this weird halfway steakhouse where he's tried to do bits of traditional, simple cooking, but then he's got these really strange, unusual flourishes.
I like the anchovy butter. He's rested the beef well. Don't have a problem with the pomme allumette. He quite clearly can cook, but there's no theatrics or wit on this dish.
No, none at all.
Oh, it's horrible afterwards because you think, oh, did I do that right? Did I do that right? What do they think? There's not much I would do differently. And if it's not good enough today, then back to the restaurant and keep working.
Mark's first dish is John Dory chop, Jersey Royals, pickled mussels, grilled asparagus, pomme allumette, and charcutier sauce.
He's got to cook that fish well.
I'm just taking these off to rest. I'm going to test their temperature. If they need a minute or two in the oven, then they can have a minute or two in the oven.
How are you feeling?
Getting there, chef.
I love the way you're working.
He's also got to be a master at cooking a very classic French sauce.
Shaky hands.
It's the pressure, chef.
You done?
Yes. All right.
All right.
So today I've cooked for you a John Dory chop with lemon rosette Jersey Royals, asparagus, pickled mussels, pomme allumette, and then a sauce charcuterie. Hope you enjoy.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Not the prettiest or the fanciest, but very inviting. And there's some really unusual technique how Mark has prepped that John Dory chop and scraped the bone back, and it's really distinctive.
I think this is magnificent. The only issue I have is that the pickled mussels are a little cold inside, but I like them. Could I put a little bit more salt on the potatoes, maybe? But otherwise, the fish cookery is really, really good. If somebody said, where can I go for some really good fish cookery, I'd say, go to Mark's place. I think it's marvellous. I really do.
All of the accompanying vegetables are just so beautifully cooked. Still a bit of al dente bite to the asparagus. Jersey Royal's absolutely on point. The sauce itself, this charcutière, is bringing the whole thing together. And actually, as someone who may not automatically choose the fish course, this is a fish dish that literally drags the meat eater to it.
The fish on the bone, the way he's done it, like a cutlet, beautifully cooked. I like pickled mussels. The potatoes are nice, but this is where he needs to be refining the portion control.
Surf and turf. The surf is the mussels, the fish. When it comes down to surf, the meaty element of it is supposed to be in the sauce, but I'm not getting that big meaty flavour that I was expecting in a surf and turf. So for me, it's more surf than turf. Have you got a lot left to do for your pudding?
No, just bringing things together now, I think.
Right.
All right, we'll let you get on with them.
Yes, chef.
Very into Mark's pudding, the idea of a baked Alaska. White chocolate parfait has to be dense and creamy. Ginger has to come through the poached rhubarb.
Trust Mark to bring flames in somewhere in his cooking, right? All right, Mark, we've got 2 minutes.
Yes.
What's left to do?
Just need to pipe my Italian meringue.
Italian meringue, well, you've got to get it nice and fluffy.
Looking good. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Mark deserves top marks for doing a dessert. These are professional chefs, and they run away from pastry in any way. This actually takes a lot of pastry work, a lot of knowledge.
But when you say I'm going to do a baked Alaska, this is one of the kind of grand puddings. It needs to be proud and rude and needs to kind of tickle our sweet fancies. Thank you very much.
So here we've got a rosemary and rhubarb baked Alaska, white chocolate parfait, poached rhubarb, a rosemary sablé, and torched Italian meringue.
So it's sort of a stacked baked Alaska.
A little bit of a stacked baked Alaska, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it looks quite pretty.
Mark's second dish, I practically want to pick up and just pour directly into my mouth. It is an absolute triumph. Like, the meringue is gorgeous, toasty nuttiness. There's a kind of scent that draws you in. And that cold rhubarb at the bottom, really sour, lovely contrast. What a brilliant pudding.
This is lovely, and it would be even lovelier if he'd had another 2 hours. The parfait was meant to be frozen because he called it baked Alaska. It hasn't been, but the biscuits are terrific, and the meringue is fantastic. It's dessert as dessert should be.
I'm not getting any semblance of rosemary with the sablé, and it would have been nice to have that kind of herby, spicy element, but it's a very nice way to end on a big, thumping winner of a pud.
I've got frozen rhubarb in the middle. Parfaits, it's like a frozen ice cream. Works very well for a dessert like this.
There's a lot of meringue, which is very sweet, especially of the white chocolate parfait. However, the parfait itself, rhubarb, ginger, white chocolate, there's some great things here.
I went out, I did the best I could. I put everything that I aimed to put on the plates. Time was really, really tight, so definitely didn't get a chance to check as many things as I would have liked. I just don't know if it's going to be enough.
Tough day. Our chefs do feel the pressure from our critics. Wasn't perfect, but it was still good cookery on show today.
It's such an intense thing to go through.
Tiring as hell.
Everything is boom, 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 boom. Mamma mia.
We only have 3 places in knockout week.
That means one of them is leaving. I find Gemma's food and the flavours she's getting in her plant-based cookery really exciting.
Her take on the haggis was absolutely brilliant. Reinventing something that Scotland is so well known for. I thought she did a great job.
We loved her food, the critics loved Gemma's food. I think she deserves to go through to knockout week.
Dan and Jay looked very stressed today. You could really feel the weight of the critics on his shoulders.
I thought he delivered great tasting food. The cooking of the prawns was very lightly done.
Dan and Jay's main course was fabulous. I felt he could have just rendered some of that chicken skin down, but the sauce, the spicy flavour of it was unbelievably delicious. Dan and Jay was, without doubt, over time on both of his dishes, but can we forgive him for that? Chris's starter was small, it was petite.
The scallop, lovely charred cabbage around it, but strong flavours. Oyster sauce, XO sauce, where is it? The critics were underwhelmed by Chris's cooking today. Chris's main course, beef with some chips on the side,
Beef was cooked nicely. The lettuce with the parmesan, that was also equally delicious. And then, of course, you've got the black garlic little puree. And then the chips, I just felt, from Chris's 2 courses, nothing really shone out from either plate. Mark's main course, when I heard surf and turf, I get the fish element, but where's the meat? That, for me, just didn't carry through in the sauce as much as I thought it should. But I felt Mark's fish was absolutely incredible.
Mark's dessert was a take on a baked Alaska. Did enjoy the flavours of white chocolate, rhubarb, ginger, things that work so well together. But there were a couple of issues here on that dessert.
We've got 3 great chefs here. We've got skills, we've got flair.
But which ones have got what it takes to go forward in this competition?
The bar is quite high. You've got to be perfect. I'm just hoping that I've delivered and the dish speaks for itself.
The whole thing just really inspired me. I'm really enjoying this journey and everything that I'm learning. I hope it continues.
To get into knockout week and all the chefs who are in the final 12 would be huge. A real dream come true.
It's never easy cooking for some of the biggest food critics in the country. You're under a huge amount of pressure and you all performed. But as you know, we can only take our strongest chefs through to knockout week. One of you is going to be leaving us. The chef leaving the competition is Chris. Keep on going. Don't stop, don't give up the dream.
Thank you, chefs.
Thank you, Chris.
Well done, mate. Congrats. Well done.
I've got everything I'd hoped to get out of this competition. It's disappointing that it ends so soon, but I can say wholeheartedly that I gave it everything that I had. I've enjoyed this so much. This reminded me of why I cook.
Congratulations, you are through to knockout week.
Well done. Incredibly proud of what I've done today. Definitely not going to waste this opportunity.
It's a dream. For me, the goal was to arrive here and to cook for the food critics. Wow. It happened and I passed. So to be in the last 12 is like, what?
Boy. Right now, my emotions, they're processing.
Oh, my God.
Enjoy the moment. Obviously, the goal is always to win. But yeah, one step at a time, I think.
Next time, 4 new hopefuls fight for their place in the quarter-final.
Try to ignore us.
Having a little snack, are we?
Come on, steady hands, come on.
I really, really like that.
It is spot on.
I think it's delicious in every way.